I bought every gold rum I could find. I'm going to blind taste and rank them all. So this is going to be a long day for me. I'm hoping that there is 1, 2 good ones in there. There's got to be, right? Right? Now the term gold rum really doesn't have a meaning other than these companies will put them on the bottle. My definition for gold rum is it's 7 years or younger, it's low proof. These are all 40%. Every one of these bottles is 40% except for this one, which is 43%. I also found anything that specifically said on the bottle gold rum. I did leave out anything that's from Jamaica because I feel like that's just its own different category and it won't match well with these. I will put all these in their own sample bottles. That way I can pour as much as I need without knowing what it is. As I'm drinking, I'll show you the bottle, what it is, and give you a description. I'll record those beforehand, and we'll find out which is the best gold rum. Well, which is the best for drinking neat, which really none of them claim to be for drinking neat. But if it's good neat, it's probably good in a cocktail. Let's see if I can make it through all these without getting too drunk. I know I'm gonna get pretty drunk. That's why I wanna spread it out over all day. I'm not much of a taste and spitting kind of guy. I'm gonna drink them. Before I get started, I just wanted to make some quick predictions about what I think will be the best. I haven't had any of these, so these are just wild guesses going off of what I usually like. I like older rums, so I picked the older ones. I like pot and column still blends, or just pot still, but none of these are just pot still. And I've had luck with Barbados rum, so I just picked 3. I think the Angostura 7 might be good, and the Planteray Barbados 5 years. And also, I don't know if this is gonna be good, this Hammock Bay 7 year, but I'm hoping. And then I put all the bottles I have here into ChatGPT and asked it to think what would be gold, silver, and bronze medal of this blind based on the reviews and opinions of everyone on the internet. And it came up with bronze, Don Q Gold. It says it's good in cocktails, but people like the smooth caramel vanilla notes, and it is as good as more expensive rums. And then for silver, it picked Flor de Cana 4. It says in blind tastings, this ranks high. And for gold, not surprising, Mount Gay Eclipse. It's pot and column still in Barbados, so I'm also thinking this is gonna be pretty good. So I got all the bottles up here on the top shelf, so when I get drunk, hopefully I don't knock anything over. As you can see, I rebottled half of each bottle, 375 milliliters into these sample bottles. They got random numbers and they're mixed up. I don't know which is which anymore. I kind of randomly put them out here in an order. I'm gonna start from the left. I don't have 18 Glencairns. I have 8 clear and 4 black. And then I had to use some cocktail glasses that are most similar and a couple snifters. So let's start off with the first one. Flor de Cana 4 from Nicaragua, distilled in column stills and aged for approximately 4 years in ex-bourbon barrels. It is $24. I thought they were done with their deceptive marketing, but I guess not. It just says 4. It's not 4 years old. They really should just write on there around 4 years old or average 4 years old. If it's not 4 years old, don't put a big 4 on there. Doesn't smell too bad, but it doesn't smell very special either. It's just got a little light sweetness to it. The ethanol's not too bad, seeing how it's the first one. That is not great. There's no good aging notes in there, and it just tastes like a white rum. Nothing special to it either. I'm using this butcher board to get my initial thoughts on a rating. Since it's got these nice lines across, I could just slide it up to where I think it is and come back to it later and adjust my rating. On to number 2. Largo Bay Gold Rum is from Barbados, aged in oak barrels for undisclosed amount of time. This might be a Total Wine brand, but it's from Barbados. Only $12, maybe it's a good value. Let's see. This smells worse than the last one. It just smells like column still alcohol. Like there's just slightly more to it than vodka. Like a slight sweetness or maybe vanilla. There's no flavor in there. But it's not harsh at least. This one tastes more like vodka. This has got to be one of those bad Puerto Rican rums. Makes the last one taste better to me. Ugh. This has got to be just coloring or something they put in there. Ugh. That one is not good. Okay. Next up, Classic Club Gold Rum is column distilled and aged in oak barrels for probably not very long. This is from Total Wine. I think it's one of their house brands. It's only $6. I have their silver rum, and for $6 it wasn't horrible. For a decent mixer. I'm feeling this might be decent also. Oh, this one is bad also. There's no harshness to this at least. It smells a little smoother than the last, but it smells like vodka. I don't get anything. This is vodka. Just a hint of rum flavor. That's also a bad rum right there. Number 4, Bacardi Anejo Quatro is from Puerto Rico, aged at least 4 years in ex-bourbon barrels. This is the next step up above Bacardi Gold. Has an age statement of 4 years. It's $20. Let's see if it's any good. I am not taking into account the colors. The gold rums are notorious for just adding color. So really the color means nothing. Okay, finally got something with a decent smell. I smell like pineapple, a very sweet note in there. Like a sour pineapple. Night and day, this versus the last two. This has flavor. Not a huge fan of what this flavor is though. I like funky rums. This isn't funky. This has almost like a sourness to it. It might grow on me though, but not bad. Diaz Gold Rum is produced in Minnesota and aged for who knows how long. $9, not much info on it. So just please don't be horrible. That's all I'm asking. Nope, this is no good. Another one with no scent at all except for vodka. Maybe there's just barely something in there. Oh, this is not good. Could this possibly be the Ron Rico? This is bad. Oh, that's horrid. I think that's Ron Rico. It's a chemical that's not supposed to be in your body, and your body just rejects it. I don't want to take another sip of it right now because my body might reject it and everything else that's in my stomach. All right, I want to have something good. Hammock Bay 7-year is from West Indies and column stilled and aged at least a full 7 years. For only $15, I really have high hopes for this. I tend to like Barbados rum. It's aged a full 7 years. Let's hope for a nice, good value bottle. It smells decent or good. This one has definitely been aged. Doesn't have any strong rum scents to it, more aging scents. Really smells a lot like a bourbon. Yeah, off the smell, I could definitely be convinced that this was bourbon. Maybe just a hint of fruit that I wouldn't smell on bourbon. It is light on the flavor, but the flavor that I get is the influence from the wood. Like a little spices. It doesn't taste like wood, like a really long-aged wood. It's almost a little musty, which I enjoy. It's pretty good. If this was like a $20 bourbon, I'd say it's good. Probably a lot more than $20. We'll have to see at the end value grades, price compared to how good it is. Next up, Angostura 7-year rum. It's from Trinidad and Tobago and aged at least 7 years. I hope this one is good. It is tied for the most expensive at $38. For $38, you could get some pretty decent rum, so I hope this is good. This one smells different. It has age scent to it, but lighter, but it also has another scent to it. I think this one it might be partially pot stilled. It's sweet smelling. It's not very sweet, it's a little dry. It definitely has age to it. I think it's not quite as good as the last one, but still pretty good. Next up, Zaya Gran Reserva is from Trinidad and Tobago. It's aged mostly 5 to 7 years with some up to 12 years. $29. I don't know if most people would consider this gold rum. When I was looking up rums, it said it was mostly 5 to 7 years with a little bit of 12-year rum blended in. I think I read that they might add some coloring to it. Either way, I just hope this is good. It looks tasty in this bottle. Ooh, very sweet. It smells like chocolate, vanilla in there. It smells really good. It is thick. If I were to guess, I'd say there's some sugar added. It has very thick legs, which could be sugar or could just be age. It tastes like there's age in there. There is chocolate note to it that I got on the scent also. It's good. I like it. Maybe someone will think it's too sweet. I think it's more of this is a dessert rum. And this is something I wouldn't mind sipping on, actually. The smells great. I really like this so far. I'll have to come back to it after everything. All right, I'm up to the black glasses. Rico Gold Rum is from Puerto Rico and aged in oak barrels for I don't know how long. The infamous Rico. The silver version is the worst liquor I've ever had. So why would I even buy this? I don't know, the lulz. Let's see how bad it could be. Maybe the gold isn't as bad as the silver. This doesn't smell good. It's not just ethanol. There's a slight sweetness in there. A little caramel, but that's about it. Oh, what does that taste? There's something wrong with this. Smells fine. Not great, but it smells okay. Oh, that is horrid. It's not like a harsh alcohol that makes you want to gag. There's this horrible flavor. Oh, this rivals how bad this one is. This is just a really bad flavor. It doesn't hit me deep and make me want to vomit like this one did. But it's a really bad flavor. Ugh. It's worse than vodka. I'd rather drink vodka than that. All right, next up, Bacardi Gold Rum is from Puerto Rico, aged 1 to 2 years, then charcoal filtered. It's only $13, so maybe it's a good value. I don't have that high hopes for it. This one smells like inflatable plastic, like a floaty. A little bit of sweetness in there. Thinking that maybe there's some pot still action going on here, but very light. Just imagine a fresh, like, inner tube. Maybe like a slip and slide. No, it's not good. It's very one-dimensional. There's nothing to it except for a little bit of fresh plastic. All right, Alleyne Arthur's Special Barbados Rum. It's a blend of column and pot still from Barbados, Foursquare Distillery. This is $13, but it's only a 700 milliliter bottle. I have high hopes for it, being Barbados rum from Foursquare Distillery. This one smells better. Sweet smelling, vague, vague scent of feet, but it's in the background behind the sweetness, like a candy banana. Oh yeah, that's banana. Kind of like it. The faint feet in the background is just very light. It has a light banana flavor. Has like a bitter wood note to it. It's a very light flavor. Tastes like it's mostly water. I'd say it's like a bitter banana, watered down. It's okay. The smell on it is pretty good though. I like it. Okay. Motu Rum is column still distilled and aged in Limousine oak cast, previously used for cognac. This is imported and bottled in San Francisco, so I'm not sure where it's from or how old. It's got a nice tiki look to the bottle though, and only $20, so not too expensive. It might have gone into marketing. It's sweet and sour. A little musty. It's a little age on this. There's almost like no bad ethanol to it, which is good. Very light in the flavor. It's like gone. Wow, that is so light. There's no finish, there's no flavor. It's very watery. That's gotta be the lightest flavor of them all so far. I'm gonna say that's Flor de Cana, just because Flor de Cana is so far, to me, everything I've had from it is such light flavor. It's not bad flavor. It's just like there's nothing there, it's just gone. It's so weak. Now I am to a coupe. Not really a coupe, more of a, what is this called? It's not a coupe, it's an M. It starts with an M. Nick and Nora. It's a Nick and Nora. It does not start with an M. I'll be able to get some good sense off of this, the shape of the glass. Q Gold Rum is distilled in Puerto Rico in column stills and aged for 2 to 5 years. I know a lot of people like this. It's $28. I'm not thinking I'm gonna be much of a fan because I'm not too into lightly aged Puerto Rican rum. This is a very light colored rum. I hope it's not the glass, but there's like almost no scent to it. It's like a very light banana. It's so soft, but it smells good. There is no ethanol coming off of this. I could be convinced that's like a banana liqueur by the smell. That's different. It does taste almost like a banana liqueur. Just a little sweet. Banana, it's soft, and there's no finish really. You get the taste and it's just gone. Interesting. It's not bad. It doesn't really taste rummy though. Kind of like it. Going for another. Flor de Cana 7 is from Nicaragua, distilled in column stills and aged for approximately 7 years in ex-bourbon barrels. It is not 7 years old, but it's probably close. But why don't they put on the bottle what it is? They're trying to trick you. It is $28. It's musty, is the first thought. A little light sweetness. Ethanol's not bad. Smell a little bit of aged characteristics. This one tastes more aged. It's getting up there to a very light bourbon flavor. It smells more like a bourbon than it tastes. The taste is very light, but it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. Kind of like it just a little less than the last one, just because how interesting banana flavor the last one was. All right, Planteray Barbados Rum is a blended rum from the West Indies distillery in Barbados, from pot and column stills. It's aged at least 5 years, starting off in Barbados in ex-bourbon barrels, and then finished in France in cognac barrels. This is tied for the most expensive bottle of this lineup, $38. I think this one might be pretty good. Smells all right. It's not harsh. Has almost a little coconut scent to it. I like that light coconut. That's the main gist of what I'm smelling, is slightly sweet coconut. There's a little wood. It does taste a little coconutty also. Not too sweet, but not bitter at all either. No bad ethanol. This one's pretty good. All right, next up we're into the snifter glasses. I don't see why you can't. Let me get it in there real good. Brugal Anejo is from their distillery in Dominican Republic, and it is aged 3 to 5 years. It's $25. It's the only one from Dominican Republic on the lineup. We'll see how that goes. This one doesn't smell great. It's pretty ethanol-y. Ethanol-y. Is that a word? It's not as bad as it smells, but it's really dry and bitter. And there's a flavor in there that I don't enjoy. Like a bitter sage. I'm not a fan of it. It's not the worst of these. Okay, next up, Castillo Gold Rum is aged at their distillery in Puerto Rico, aged in oak barrels for undisclosed amount of time. It's only $10, but I have the Castillo Silver, and I was not impressed. So I don't think this has good chances of being that good. Not bad. Doesn't have much age scent to it, but it doesn't have any real negative smells to it. It kind of smells like a bourbon, but without like rich notes to it. Poor. What's the opposite of rich? It's got some poor notes to it. It just doesn't have the complexity of a bourbon, but it doesn't have the negatives of some of these really bad ones. The flavor is just like the scent. It doesn't have any bad flavors to it, but it doesn't really have any good ones either. It's pretty dry, it's not sweet. It doesn't have any age to it. I'm guessing this one must have been aged like 6 months the most. There's nothing interesting. There's no fruit, there's no spice, there's no wood, there's no sweetness. Yeah, it's not good because it's not good, but it's not bad because it's not bad. So it's pretty low on the scale. Okay, the last one. Mount Gay Eclipse is a blend of pot still and column still rums from Barbados. It is aged up to 2 years in ex-bourbon barrels. This is $19, and out of this whole lineup, this seems to have the best opinion online, and it is a blend of pot and column still, which I like, so I have high hopes for this one. Oh, this smells pretty nice, actually. This also has a sweet banana scent. There's a sweetness to it, but it's not like brown sugar or caramel. And there's like no oak, no wood scent to it. I would say it doesn't really even smell like rum very much. Just like an alcoholic, slightly sweet banana. It's very light, very smooth, almost like buttery. It's got to be very lightly aged, but it's enough that it's not harsh on the alcohol. It doesn't taste as sweet as it smells. And it's not complex at all. This is another very non-offensive but not complex rum. All right, I have tasted all of them. I will be going back through them, comparing one to another, and anything interesting I find out, I will let you know. Should I start with the best ones or the worst ones? I think I gotta do the worst ones. These are the worst two that I have. Oh. This one has a horrible flavor, and this one has a horrible, like, gut chemical withdrawal, not withdrawal, just withdrawal from your gut. I gotta say the one that's gonna make you puke is worse. Even though the flavor's worse over here, it feels like I could keep it in my stomach. Yeah, it's a slightly better. You don't want to drink that. It just smells like vodka, and not a great vodka either. It doesn't even taste like rum. It's not good. Oh, it tastes worse though. It's just vodka. It's worse vodka. Ugh. Oh, it smells so much better than those last four. It doesn't smell great, but it's just so much better. Oh, the taste though. What is that sour? I might have harshly rated it because it was my first drink. It doesn't smell bad actually. Yeah, I think I might have been a little harsh on it because it was my first drink. It's not great. It's not good. Is it even decent? Maybe it is bad. It's not good, it's bad. It smells like plastic. It's not great. Bitter, it's light, no sweetness, so it's very dry, not much flavor to it. I'm not a fan. It's just Sharpie. There's not much more to it than Sharpie. This one's not good either. It's not the worst. It's very dry also. There's just really no flavor to it. It's so light. Not offensive. Got some age there, but it's very light. I would say it's just barely decent. This smells really good. It has like a sweet, what is that? Almost a slight peppermint. It smells good. That flavor though, there's like nothing there. The scent is not impressing me. No real scent to it other than alcohol. The flavor though, is it good? It's not quite good. There's something off about the flavor. Some weird sourness, caramel sweetness. Yeah, it's pretty good. I wouldn't say it tastes that sweet, but it's good. It smells good. It's just a good aged liquor. This feels like it's the highest quality of a very unaged rum. Like 6 months aged, but very high quality for 6 months. That is way too dark. That is not natural. They definitely added some color to that. Oh, it smells so good though. It's decadent. Sitting on some couches. I've got some, I can't say some. Well, that would get me canceled. What do I say? I've got some mostly. This is great. This is well above the rest. This is dessert. Whatever this is dessert. This is great stuff. I think that's it. I'm so drunk right now. I am confident in how I rated these rums. Well, it's now 2 days later. Not long after that, I kind of gave up on being conscious. Luckily, I wrote all the scores down. I score everything from 0 to 100, and I'll show you right now what each score means. And that rating is just based on the flavor and the aroma. I'm gonna reveal them from worst to best, and then after that, I'm gonna do a value grade for each of them. Let's start off with the worst. 18th place, Ron Diaz Gold Rum, with a score of 7 out of 100. Just absolutely horrible stuff. No reason to get it. 17th place, Classic Club Gold Rum, the score of 12. And then Ron Rico has a score of 14. I must have been very generous with that score. It didn't end up worse like the Ron Rico Silver was. Maybe it's because I didn't actually throw up. Then we have Largo Bay Gold Rum, score of 19. And then it's Brugal Anejo with 24. I was disappointed in this. I don't know anything about Brugal, but I was kind of expecting something decent. Maybe I'm wrong and maybe this is just like not a good brand. And beating all those is the Bacardi Gold. It got 36 points. I was expecting this to be pretty bad. Not like the worst, which that's I guess where it ended up. And then we have Castillo Gold Puerto Rican Rum. This did a little better than I thought. I thought it would have been maybe a little worse than Bacardi. That was 37. Also got a 37, Flor de Cana 4-year. This was disappointing. And it's not even 4 years. These are all the bad ones. Now we're completely skipping the 40s, going to 51, the Planteray Barbados. This is the most disappointing out of all of these. I really thought this was gonna be better. 50s, starting in the 50s and up, it's decent. So just barely decent. Then Bacardi 4, Bacardi Quatro at 52. Pleasantly surprised. I thought this was gonna be pretty much Bacardi Gold, maybe slightly better. Then Motu Rum, 54. And then 55, Q Gold. This is actually the highest rated bottle that has the word gold on the label. Next is Flor de Cana 7, rating of 56. Then we have Alleyne Arthur's Special Barbados Rum at 58. Now we're passing 60, which I would consider good. And it starts with Mount Gay Eclipse at 60. Now top three. Number 3, Angostura 7, score of 64. Second place, score of 69, was the Hammock Bay. I don't even remember if I thought this was gonna be good or if I was just hoping, but it is good. It's surprising. Which leaves number 1, the Zaya Grand Reserva, with a score of 75. Now, I'm not gonna argue with you if you say this isn't a gold rum. I'm not even really thinking it is. But the ages I got when I was researching it was saying it 5 to 7 years. So I assumed it was a gold rum. I didn't even see the color until after I bought it. But if you wanna exclude this, that would put this Hammock Bay, the Angostura, and the Mount Gay Eclipse in the top 3. So that's just the straight rating of how good it is. It doesn't take into account price. And we all know price is important. So I've got a mathematical formula to give it a grade for the value of sipping and mixing. I thought about skipping a sipping grade for these because these really are meant to be mixed. Maybe someone wants to sip them. Some of them are good enough value to be sippers. So let's rank them on that. I've got them in order by sipping value now. Not much change, but there's a little change just from the price. So from the Flor de Cana 4 down, it's all F-. If you want to sip, don't even bother. The Bacardi Gold somehow got just an F. Castillo Gold got a D-. Planteray Barbados has a D. Q Gold has a C-. Bacardi 4, Flor de Cana 7, and Motu Rum all have a C. Angostura 7 is a B-. Mount Gay Eclipse is B. Alleyne Arthur's Special Barbados Rum is B+. Zaya is A+, and Hammock Bay is also A+. That's the value you get if you want to sip. Most value is this Hammock Bay. What was it, $15? And it is pretty good. Now we gotta see the value for mixing is probably what most people are gonna use these for. And that might be a little more interesting. Some of these dirt cheap ones might have some use. Now we're talking value for mixing. So don't get your panties in a bundle when something is higher up on the value than something that's better. You gotta factor in the price. The cheapest versus the most expensive is 6-7 times some of these bottles. So the first two are F-. And surprisingly, the worst value is Brugal. It's not even cheap and it's just not great. And then just garbage Ron Diaz. Then we got 2 Fs, Ron Rico and Largo Bay. Even how cheap they are, it's not good. It's just gonna make your drinks bad. Then we got 2 D-, Flor de Cana 4 and Classic Club Gold. That's actually a better value than the Flor de Cana 4. It's because it's $6.50. Then, very surprisingly, Planteray Barbados gets a D for mixing. It's too expensive and it's just not even good. And what's crazy that I think Bacardi Gold is a slightly better value, C-. Then we have 3 at C+, Q Gold, Castillo Gold, and Flor de Cana 7. Then we have 2 B-, Bacardi Quatro and Angostura 7. Even though this is pretty good, its price tag of $38 kind of brings it down in the value. And then Motu Rum is a B for mixing value. Mount Gay Eclipse is an A-. It's got a good price tag, gives it good value. Third place, Alleyne Arthur's Special Barbados Rum gets an A, which leaves 2 with A+, the Zaya and Hammock Bay is the top. This is straight up the best value out of all these, for sipping or for mixing. These are just my personal tastes. I'm sure you'll have your own different opinions. Go ahead, let me know. And if you haven't tried some of these ones up here, maybe you should go try them. I hope I helped you by working my way through these. And if you liked it, give me a like and a subscribe, and then I'll see you next time.